So hi, my name is Christian Obong, and I'll be discussing what are the marketing strategy that I know could help your business. A marketing strategy using digital platforms. So the strategies that I will be discussing here are only based on the skills that I possessed and I know to myself that I can do. Okay. So as we know today, businesses are moving from traditional to digital, right? Or let's say brick and mortar to e-commerce. So most of the businesses are investing heavily on their digital channels, especially digital marketing. Now the question is, why? Why they're doing that? Is it because my friend or their friend told them? Or maybe because everyone is doing it, right? That is herd mentality. So let's move on. Let's see here. So we are now in the fourth industrial revolution. You see the green picture there? Networks and internet, right? It's easy now to connect. The word is connect. And connecting to people is vital when it comes to business interactions. Even your, s- even your startup small business, your promotion can now be heard on the other side of the world, right? So let's see next. Now, of all the thousand reasons why choose digital marketing, for me, it boils down into one reason, that is cost. I know there's a lot of components in the business, right, that we need to consider. However, but let's just be honest. Isn't that the reason why we're doing business is because of profit, right? We want to have a greater ROI than the cost, the investment, or the time we spent just to achieve it, right? Just take a look. Traditional marketing versus digital marketing. Why cost? Print media, TV ads, radio ads, billboards. What else? There's a lot of it. Flyers, brochures, once they handed out to the customers or no prospects or other people, once they got home, they're gonna throw it on their trash bin, right? And we know this print media ads you know, um, are pretty expensive, unlike digital marketing. Social media platforms are totally free except the ads. But the difference is these ads, it's actually not expensive as long as you have a budget, you know. That's what I mean. You can grow it organically, you can find customer for free here, unlike in traditional marketing. And also, I just want to include that traditional marketing, you can't update your advertisements and you don't know, you can't see the metrics here if did they, share it with their friends, right? Unlike in digital marketing, where you have some metrics to take a look if they like your post or they shared it to their friends, right? So that is the advantage of, for me, digital marketing over traditional marketing. So the next one is digital marketing strategies. Of course, let's take a look here. So, oh my God, what happened? So they said that strategy plus execution is equals to success. Most of the businesses owners think just because they have strategy, after they executed it, there will be a certain success. It doesn't work that way. You know why? Because it might be the reason why a certain strategy works in that specific business. Maybe their strategy fits well based on their long-term or short-term goal, right? And not just because it works on them, it works on you. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So what I mean is sometimes we need to do some trial and errors. Okay? We need to do some trial and errors, experiment things. In order for us to come up what is working and what is not. I mean, as we know, I mean, doing business is a marathon, right? Not a sprint. So we need to learn every day. So next one is SEM and SEO. So this one are common techniques. SEM, if we call it a search engine managed marketing, and SEO, search engine optimization. If your source of traffic is SEO through creating content, I mean, like the blog post. I mean, let's say this. I mean, this way. If I'm currently going to buy a house or how to sell it, I'm gonna go to Google, right? Or internet to search it how it should. The red box that you're seeing here is an example of SEM, and it is costly. Yes, in order for you to be at the top of the rank, right? SEM, or they call it sometimes PPC, pay per click, or cost per click, CPC, whatever that is. That is pure marketing ads. But if you want only search engine optimization, organic way of driving customer, if you are driving customer to your website, that is the time, we can post it, or we can post some, what do you call that? We can post some advertisement there that could leads them, that can convert them into, um, it could be our leads or convert them into sales. And the next one would be video marketing. So, yep, according to the study that most of the people interact if it is a video, right? Most of the people are too lazy sometimes to read content. That's why they want to watch a video, right? They are visual learners and they want to see it and how it works. So, yeah, if we're gonna create a YouTube content or video content, of course, video is a free platform, right? And as you can see it here, it answers the questions, and commonly techniques are how-tos, how to get your value. That are the common, keywords that are, being searched in YouTube. And as you can see, since he already built his audience through his video content, he can now put some ads or links that could drive them into sales. You can see it here at contact info, the red maroon back box. So email marketing, this one is common. I mean, I could create okay, let's see. Yeah, email marketing nowadays, we should be careful. I could create an email that is friendly. What I mean for that one is not too salesy, because the reason why promotion tab was created to Google, once their system identified that as an advertisement, it could go there. And commonly, we should be more personal into our emails, so it would go to their primary emails. I mean, you don't have to worry about this one because I could do this. Drip campaigns using MailChimp. Yeah, it could this one is we could send them a newsletters, it depends, or ads, or whatever updates that we have. So next is social media marketing. This is what you guys are, waiting for. So let's define it first. The role of social media in your marketing is to use it as only a communication tool, right? That makes it accessible to those interested in your product and makes you visible to those that don't know you yet. Okay, that is for brand awareness. Of course, we might need to consider, they call it as the five W's, right? We need to answer this one first. So, okay, this is part of social media marketing strategy. Okay, so the first question is, why does your business want to be in social media? that is the very first question to answer is the why, right? I mean, this one will relate to your social media goals. Are you, are you in social media to promote your products or to drive traffic to your website or to serve your customer? It depends, but you can actually have it those. All of it. So in general, there are a lot of goals that you could have it in social media. Is it for increased brand awareness? Drive traffic to your website? Is it for generating new leads? Is it for the growth of your revenue? Is it for boosting your brand engagement? Is it for building a community around your business? Or you wanted to provide a social customer service, right? You could do this as, I'm putting a chat bot. Okay, so you likely have more than one social media goal, of course, and that's fine. So generally, it's great to focus on just a handful of goals unless you have a team, right? Where different people or groups within the team can take on different goals. And the second one is, who is your target audience? I mean, once you have figured out your why, the next thing to consider is your target audience. The question is who? We need to answer this. And let's see, who are they? There's a lot of questions. Example, what are their job title? What are their age? What are their gender? Their salary? Their location? What are they interested in that you can provide? Are they interested in entertainment, educational content, case studies, information of your new products, right? This is the contents that we could post in your social media, and we need to, identify what they are interested in. And where do they usually hang out online? Is it on Facebook? Is it on Instagram or other niche platforms? And when do they look for the type of content you can provide? Is it on the weekends or daily commute, right? Before they sleep? It depends as well. And there's another one is, why do they consume the content? We need to understand that as well. For example, is it for them to get a better job, to become healthy, to become beautiful, to stay up to date with something? And there's a lot more. And how do they consume the content? Is it they're reading social media posts or they're watching your videos? Okay, so yeah. And the third one is, what are you going to share? Okay. Now, when you see these questions, you might be thinking about the type of contents to share. For example, do you want to share videos or image, right? But hold on for a second. We're talking about your social media strategy. So here, let's take a step back and think on higher level. Instead of the types of content to share, theme might be a better word. Here are the few brands. You could go and visit the brands on their Instagram pro. Let me take a look. I would suggest for you to visit the Instagram of other successful companies and you could see it there. And the fourth one will be, where are you going to share it, right? Okay, let's take a look. Where are you going to share it? Now, the questions asked. So, this is where, okay, where are you going to no, no, I'm sorry. And of course, the next step is to determine where you are going to share your content. In other words, which social media platforms does your brand want to be on? And here's a quick tip. That's being said, it will be wise to at least have a complete profile on the big four: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. This is the reason why: the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. If you're gonna search a business like this one at the left side, if you can see it at the picture, you can see that in their Um, Second search is on the search of business is Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, right? And this one is another one, my profile. I saw, of course, I have a YouTube channel, I have a LinkedIn, I have my own website, Instagram. So what I'm saying is LinkedIn, Instagram, those are the big four. I'm not sure why my Facebook is not showing up at the top. But yeah, it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is the big four: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and what is what is the other one? Oh yeah, LinkedIn. I forgot. So again, your understanding of your target audience will come in handy here. Which platforms are your target audience most active on? What makes them visit that platform? For example, teenagers and young adults might like scrolling through Instagram when they are bored to see what their friends are doing or whether their favorite brands have new products, right? And of course, the fifth question is when are you going to share it? Now, the last key part of our strategy is figuring out when you want to share your content. You might be tempted to jump into a research for the best times to post. Okay, let me take a look. Yeah, because sometimes, okay, I want you to pause and breathe. Now, let's take a step back and look at this form at higher level again. Before deciding exactly which time of the day and days of the week you want to post, consider the behaviors of your target audience. Now, there's a lot of examples to consider. For example, sports fans are likely on social media just before and during and just after sports events, right? To find and interact with the content about the event on what happened, right? To their teams, right? And some of the athletes might be on Instagram while they are cooling down after their morning or evening workouts. Or people who have to travel might be more active on social media during the weekends when they are planning for their next trip, or during their work breaks when they are dreaming about their next trip, right? Or some are mothers of babies might be scrolling through social media when they're breastfeeding, right? In the middle of the night could happen. So, of course, and there you have it, your social media marketing strategy. But that's not the end. As mentioned above, right? So what I mentioned, a strategy is where you're headed. A plan is how you'll get there, right? Right? We need, I mean, we have to decide where to head to. Now we need to make a plan. How should you fill out your social media profiles? What should your tone and voice be like? What post type, example, image, link, videos, etc. should we use? And yeah, actually, that's all. Thank you very much. I hope you like my presentation.